It is the human disposition of sensible or intelligible matter for an aesthetic end. Stephen Dedalus, Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man by James Joyce, page 174. It is the most elusive of terms, its validity is only vouchsafed in cultures which admit to such a concept. Broadly speaking, the term in the visual sense can be applied to any work subject which engenders, by intent or otherwise, aesthetic and/or intellectual appreciation. Oxford Dictionary. It is as much a need for humanity as eating and drinking. The need for beauty and for creations that embody it is inseparable from humanity, and without it man perhaps might not want to live on earth. Man thirsts for beauty, finds and accepts beauty without any conditions but just as it is, simply because it is beauty. And he bows down before it with reverence without asking what use it is and what one can buy with it. Fyodor Dostoevsky. It is essentially the affirmation, the blessing, and the deification of existence. Friedrich Nietzsche. It has something to do with the achievement of stillness in the midst of chaos. Saul Bellow. It is the most intense mode of individualism that the world has known. Oscar Wilde. It is a revolt, a protest against extinction. Andre Malraux.
The whole point of it is like Stephen. No shit. We need to address something transcendental out of the mundane, that it is about something transcendental, that it is kind of ironic. Jason Lee.
In the beginning, it is formed in the mind. It is called into existence to act as a justification for the tremors of the heart, the ramblings of the mind, and the will of the soul. It provokes our politics and philosophy. It enriches the mind through the brave act of facing it, nurturing it, and ideating to see it come into fruition. And so, the hands of creation begin to sculpt, to write, to form, to create. They fondle, they grasp, they caress, they hold, they strangle, they rub, they control, they squeeze, they rotate, they fold. They arrange, they make, they solder, they grind, they handle, they sand, they perform, they paste, they highlight, they paint, they chisel, they move, they texture, they blend, they vibrate, they stretch. They refine, they mix, they correct, they wipe, they observe, they clean, they practice, they cut, they combine, they dip, they measure, they yank, they raise. The finished work. The finished work is left to the eyes of the beholder. It does not consist of the actions that made it, but simply it. But as with the permanence of all the things in this world, the permanence of art is all but a reality. From nothing to nothing. Wolf. The impermanence of sobriety. Did you know that Hitler didn't drink? Funny story. When Hitler was in school, there was this one time when he did really well on a test. He went to the pub to celebrate and drink beer with his schoolmates. he got really drunk and wasted and passed out in the pub's toilet. The next day, Hitler's mark sheet was nowhere to be found. The frantic Hitler was later summoned by his furious headmaster, who had found his soiled mark sheet, subsequently berating his irresponsible behavior. And that's how Hitler remained sober for life. True story. Look it up. Was he really sober though? I doubt it. Sad. Anyways, Joan, the impermanence of valor. What a heretic. Nevertheless, she certainly valorized for the bob haircut. In death, she made the boldest of fashion statements. A hairdo replicated by the likes of Jordan Baker, Daisy Buchanan, and a few of the lovely ladies listening to this right now. I'm looking at you. Hamlet, the impermanence of earthly life. But then again, isn't a swift death quite alluring in those days? I mean, even the wine back then was terrible. Ugh. Don't ask me how I know. It's not like I tasted it. In portrait, the impermanence of innocence. In today's society, it seems that the art is in losing rather than maintaining your innocence. Just look at all the boys who look up to Stephen for getting laid earlier than they were. Well, I do not look up to him. Gatsby, the impermanence of a dream. But then again, was it really a dream? Or was it a delusion? America, damn you for corrupting our society with your shallow definitions of a dream. Your utterly pathetic excuses for commercialism, materialism, consumerism, and moral relativism disgust me. Death to America? Death to the American dream? America used to be art. Now it ain't. But the fact that it ain't art makes it art. Auto-destructive art. Ah! Oh dear art, whether destroyed yesterday by the creator's stupidity, destroyed today by our criticism, or destroyed tomorrow by ignorance, shall too be lost to the trenches of the universe. Let us take comfort nonetheless that in destruction a supernova of inspiration emerges. It is accomplished. You may now applaud or boo. Thank you, and may God bless you.